Why are qualitative factors hard for tennis prediction models? Imagine trying to predict the outcome of a tennis match not just based on scores or rankings, but on feelings, mental states, and moment-to-moment shifts. That's where the challenge begins. When we talk about applying predictive analytics to tennis, we mostly relying on advanced and historical data, things we can measure and record. This includes player performance metrics, match results, physical conditions, and statistical data like serve speeds or rally lengths. These are straightforward to include because they are consistent and quantifiable. Models can analyze this data systematically, picking out patterns and correlations that help forecast future results. Techniques like feature selection help identify which measurable factors matter most, reducing noise and making predictions more reliable. But when it comes to qualitative factors, things get tricky. These are the aspects that are hard to measure directly, like a player's confidence, stress levels, or motivation. They are often based on feelings or mental states that fluctuate rapidly and are influenced by many subtle cues. For example, momentum during a match is a psychological and physiological shift. While some models try to approximate momentum by analyzing scoring sequences or point-by-point data, these are just rough estimates. They don't fully capture the mental or emotional state of a player at any given moment. Psychological factors like confidence can change from one game to the next, and they depend on the context of the match, the crowd, or even personal circumstances. These are not always reflected in the data we collect. Injury status is another example. We might know if a player is injured, but how that injury affects their performance can vary widely. Some players might perform well despite minor injuries, while others might struggle even with minor discomfort. External pressures like crowd noise or personal issues are rarely recorded but can significantly influence how a player performs. Advanced analytics tries to address these issues by using proxy variables. For instance, fatigue estimates or ELO ratings can serve as indirect indicators of a player's mental or physical state. Machine learning models can incorporate these proxies and assess their influence on match outcomes. Still, these are only approximations and cannot fully replace the real-time, subjective experience of a player. In practice, prediction models tend to perform well when using measurable data. But they often struggle in situations where qualitative factors play a big role, such as in matches with high emotional stakes or in tournaments where external factors heavily influence performance. Adjusting models by adding new variables or tweaking weights can improve predictions, but they cannot eliminate the fundamental difficulty of capturing intangible qualities. So, why are these qualitative factors so hard for tennis prediction models? Because they are subjective, change quickly, and are rarely fully reflected in data. They involve complex interactions between mind and body that data alone cannot fully describe. Even with sophisticated statistical methods and machine learning, the unpredictable nature of these factors remains a key obstacle in making perfect predictions.